Hi everyone, my name is Avril Paula Mans, also known as Mr. Gold Ducky 666 on such websites as Twitch and YouTube. Today I want to talk about who I am, what I do, and who are my most influential people in my life. So for starters, I'm going to talk about who I am. I'm a person who grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico my whole life. I have not done much during that time, but I have certainly enjoyed a very normal, luxurious childhood into my adulthood. Now, I will be talking about 3 of my favorite works that I have done over the years. The first one is me posing as Yasuo from my favorite game, League of Legends. This work did not just take editing skills, it also took physical ones. Posing in that pose is actually very difficult on the human body. Being able to pose in 3 different poses from League of Legends characters is even harder, which is what happened, actually. I had to do 3 different works during that time. One of my favorite characters, which is Yasuo, another one of my favorite characters, which is Vayne, and the other being Riven, another one of my favorite characters. Each one being harder than the last. It was very frustrating to do. I spent many hours just getting the photos for those works. But in the end, I was very happy with the outcome. And very happy of how I did it. Because it was really awesome to do. The next one of my works is the Starcade JonTron, which I based off, actually, the poster from The Empire Strikes Back. I wanted to make a very meme-y kind of poster from this. I'm very happy how it came out, actually, because not only does it look like the characters are really a part of it, but it also feels like it could actually be an actual movie. I'm very happy of how that came out. The next one I want to talk about is by far one of the longest, hardest works I have ever done, which is my 60s Dream map poster. This I did for an actual client, actually. This was the first one that I actually did for an actual client. And there was a lot of time and effort that went into this. Doing every single separate tree individually, every single building doing a different perspective on, was very hard work and task reliant. I'm very happy on how this came out too. Lastly, I will be talking about the 3 people that I feel like influenced my work and my life the most. So the first one being Markiplier, who makes videos on YouTube. He's a very interesting character to me. He seems to be entertaining, but he also seems to be very truthful in his persona. He likes conveying his feelings to his audience. A lot of times being very heavy and can make you cry, actually. I have a very deep connection with those kind of people. I want to understand more of them, and I kind of want to bring that kind of entertainment and realism to my own works as well. The second one I want to talk about is TSM The Odd One. He is an entertainer for the most part. A very strategic person, going by the general a lot of the time. He made it pretty big on TSM playing League of Legends a lot. And nowadays, he variety streams the most, playing a lot of games and a lot of Slay the Spire. But he's one of my favorite people who shows what he really thinks about the world and what goes around him. Dakar173, my last person who influenced me on this list. He also actually lives in Albuquerque, like myself, which I think is very awesome. You don't hear about a lot of people doing crazy stuff in Albuquerque, even though we have a very large film industry here. He is by far one of my favorite streamers because he's so truthful with the people around him and his viewer base. But he also knows how to take a joke, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for watching.